Hello and welcome, it's Gilly Cube. I'm here on the Sunshine Coast in Queensland, Australia. It's lovely. I think it's a 50 by 55, pretty sure, centimetre. And I'm going to use up doing technique that I used to do with some colours that I have left over. So this is going to be a magical mystery. I have some grey blue paint that I scraped up. So I'm not actually going to mix it or, stir it or anything, because it had some sort of purples through it. But I'm going to use this as well because I want to use it up. But so it's sort of the, oh, that's nice actually. Coming out like rainbowish. I'll keep that cup there. And then I've got some fluoro pink. So that'll really knock the socks off. Some really bright and psychedelic, I get, 70s type. I started with these kind of pours when I first started on my YouTube channel. Not sure when my actual first YouTube video was, probably 6 or 7, no, maybe 6 years ago, actual YouTube video. So I'll have a look and correct that if I'm wrong. So that was a little bit of purple I had left. I've got this kind of rose pink I have, so I'm going to put some of that start down here. Don't use all of that. I have got other colours here, but I don't think I should go the whole gambit and throw them all in. But got some purple, so I'll keep with these pinky purpley colours, I guess. I needed to use them up now. I've actually had them sitting there quite a number of days covered up, but I don't want to leave them in case I don't get to paint on the weekend. So I will put some white in there. Not too much of that because I have a little plans down, and then a bit more of that deep purple because that will make it pop. I just pre-make all this paint up out of my acrylic paint and my homemade pouring medium, and my recipe is in the drop down box as usual underneath each video. I'm going to follow that up because I know this will make it sparkle, is my champagne gold. So usually when your piece dries, because this is metallic in it, it causes like a shimmer on the overall effect. Well, that's the theory. We'll see how it goes. But anyway, so the old-fashioned way, I've got a old cake. It's a baking tray that I use to put my canvas on if I'm not using my giant push pins. So let's go flow and just literally tilt this all over the canvas nice and slow, so the colours actually run over the top of each other and not hopefully go like mush. I've just got, I can see somewhere in there is something, yeah, stopping the paint flow. So I just use these little tweezers to, probably just something as small as a hair. Hey doggies, have you been for a run on your own down the paddock? I hope you've left the kangaroos alone. Mind you, you don't really have to worry about kangaroos around here because they actually protect themselves. They would drown the dog. They grab the dogs around the neck and hold them, and then they drag them to a dam. They drag the dogs to a dam and they drown the dog. So the big kangaroos do. Maybe the wallabies would not survive a dog running after it, but they can run and jump over the fences where the dogs can't get over the dog fencing. So yeah, real life in Australia. So just tilting this all over my canvas to so it coats the whole lot. Oh, goodness me. Re-center your paint. Bring it all back to the center as best you can. So. Yeah, back to the good old days. Now, I had this paint mixed up and I have no idea if this will work. So, it was white and all I'd got on the bottle, white mixed with Floetrol. I don't know what white it was. It's very fluid, so I'm not sure if I should try and flood the canvas with it. Oh, let's just try a little swipe along here. Oh, wow. That has not come how at all it normally comes. That's interesting. Okay, let me just go with it and see what comes of this. That is a weird effect. So look, well, if it was something absolutely stunning and I have no idea what paint, because it was mixed up and I put it in a container and it just said added Floetrol. Well, it's made lots of nice cells straight away, like gems. And my idea was I was going to see if I could do some chain pulls just over the colours that are already there. We'll see. If this doesn't come very nice, then I'll go to plan B. It's probably way too runny for chain pulls. The paint needs to be a lot thicker, but they do give a lovely effect, as you can see. And so obviously do the balloon kisses in. That is very runny. I better not use that. I don't know whether to just flood my canvas with it and try it. Oh, what? Maybe. Let me try. This is black mixed with Amsterdam. Let me try the black swipe. Everything is a learning experience for me. I'll make the mistake so you don't have to. So there you go, that's the black, and that is obviously a thicker consistency because that has stayed. Let's give this a go. Haven't done one of these particular swipes for a long time. The black actually makes it really pop, really like gems. So I think it'll be the black. Let's give this a go, Joe. Let's go over the top of that. That'll be interesting. Another idea for that. I've been trying to do different techniques in the fluid art techniques that, you know, everybody kind of does, but mixing it up, you know, adding different techniques in one piece. Nice and slow. Nice and steady. Eddie. Oh, I was going to go over that bit too. Get your brain into gear, Gilly. Get your brain into gear. Ooh, when I bring you down, you'll see those are very gem-like, especially because they're lilacs and purple and gold. Now my idea was, before I go on further, I'm going to just try this idea. So in my swipe, I'll do some puddles. So I'll do the purple and I will do the gold. And I'm going to do a blown flower in a swipe. I've been doing it in lots of other techniques. Let's see. Oh, I think that's nice. Normally I would balloon kiss all of that. I might have a think about that. Let's just turn this around so we'll do the other side and then I'll have a think. I can scrape up any of that runoff paint afterwards into a cup to reuse. That's quite nice. I think we added that to it, and then I probably needed a bit bigger balloon. This one's gone deflated. Oh yes, do your balloon kisses on your wax paper that's underneath, and you can reuse those. That's lovely. Okay, I'll go with it this way. That's the black mixed with Amsterdam. My goodness, that's a bit of a crappy swipe sheet. I love these. They're just soft plastic file dividers, and you can just keep washing them and reusing them over and over. Right, do the whole shebang. I wish it'd actually stay as dark as that. I do like that. I do like it. Let's go again. I think this paint is probably a bit too fluid. Let's just see if blowing a kiss in there or balloon. Let's see. They're losing their shape because I'm just not adding any further paint, but that's okay. It's something different. Maybe if I add some of the purple in the center of my flowers. They're sort of fallen in a bit. I think the paint is a bit too runny for this particular technique. Oh, that's nice. That's nice. Very nice. And I can wait for this to dry off and come back and try and further embellish it. Kind of look like floating blooms. All of these balloon kisses on the wax paper, when they're dry, they can be cut off by my grandchildren, like cutting around them, and can make a collage, or you can do all sorts of things with them, but I'm not here to do that today, so there you go. I'm going to just try my ordinary old balloon in there, which, because there's a lot of that grey under there, it's kind of not showing the other bright colours as much. That's why I thought that it would look better just blowing the paint. I'm just going to blow it, and then I'm going to add a purple centre. See what this looks like. So it's got several techniques, hasn't it? It's got like just a cut pour. Lovely. Swipe. I tried the chain pull, but that didn't give any really nice results. Then balloon kiss, and then straw blow kiss. And so you just go with it, go with the flow, Joe. I'm gonna do a few more of these. Add a nice purpley centre. Ooh, nice. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. I love it. I'll bring you down in a little minute to have a little look-see. I like it. I think I'm going to bring you down because I don't really want to do anything until it's dried off a bit, but they do look like 3D, like they're really floating there. So I'll bring you down. So see how the sort of gems and clusters pop out from that. You can't see, can you, when my camera's up on the stand? See, they're a bit misshapen, the blown out petals, but you know, that's okay. That's abstract for you. It's got something weird and wonderful going on there, like icicles. And that's a lovely one. That's a lovely bloom. Absolutely gorgeous, some of them. I used to always just do my balloon kisses in this type of pour, if you remember. So just trying to mix it up and give you ideas if you want to change things up using the same old tried and tested techniques for acrylic fluid art, but with a twist, adding different things to it. So that actually looks quite nice. I whizzed over it with my heat wand and it looks quite lovely. So my lovelies, let me know what you think. It was just a little idea I had. Yeah, it kind of looks like floating blooms and definitely looks like gems in there. That's beautiful. That's really lovely. Okay, please take care. Remember, if you're feeling sad, lonely or depressed, please ring a family member or a friend, or if that isn't available to you, then certainly a helpline. Bye for now.
Side by side we sway there in all the colors.